The tool and processes we are going to talk about in this lecture is one of the two applications that upper division students routinely describe as worth the price of admission. Zotero provides a way to create reference lists in a quarter of the time it would normally take. This may not sound like much, but when you are writing a paper you have 20 or more sources, the application is life-saving. It will also put those sources as much as possible in the correct format. When we present this lecture, the most common reaction we get from lower division students is that I will never use it. You can, of course, create your reference lists the long way or through the complex process in Microsoft Word or other applications, or you can use Zotero. You will need to write research papers in your classes. You have one later this term that is a self-analysis paper that will require at least 15 sources. So why am I viewing this lecture? Other than to learn a time-saving way to generate reference lists, that's easy. Zotero helps you keep track of your references. Zotero works across platforms and is available wherever you need it. And Zotero can help you store your articles in one place. So how will this information help me? Understanding the application discussed in this presentation will assist you in more efficiently sorting and retrieving information for your various writing assignments during your academic career. So what are we going to cover? Overall, we will learn to create a reference list using Zotero. Specifically, we will cover the following: what is Zotero, how to install Zotero, how to create a collection, how to import an artifact, how to import a web page, and how to generate a reference list. What is Zotero? Zotero is defined as the following. Zotero collects all of your research in a single searchable interface. You can add PDFs, images, audio and video files, snapshots of web pages, and really anything else. Zotero automatically indexes the full text content of your library, enabling you to find exactly what you're looking for. Zotero will prepare reference lists in multiple formats. And finally, Zotero is web-based. So how to install Zotero? Zotero is easy to install. Start by going to the Zotero webpage, www.zotero.com, and you will see a black box with a red button labeled Download. Just press the Download button. The page will identify the operating system you are using and show the appropriate downloadable version for you to use. The page will also show you the appropriate connector for your browser. A connector is a plugin that allows you to download into Zotero your current web page. Don't worry if you're using multiple browsers. There are connectors you can install for each of them. Before going any further, we need to define a couple of terms so that when you're talking about the process associated with Zotero, you will have some understanding. The first term is library. A library is the overall container that all of your materials are held within. The collection is a folder or project container. You can have an item in more than one collection, and all the items will be stored within a particular library. An artifact is the individual resource that you are indexing. So here's an example. I have the library bullying, and I have the collections in there, which are separate folders: K-12 bullying, online bullying, student-teacher bullying, worksite bullying are all examples of collections. And then finally, an artifact would be something like an article that would exist in one or more of those collections. So here's what the Zotero dashboard looks like. You have the libraries, which are the largest. You can see on the left-hand side in the purple circles. You have My Library or Group Libraries. You have collections, where all of the subfolders under the library label. You have the artifacts that are shown in the middle window of the dashboard. And then you have the selected artifacts details. So here the article is the student as consumer approaching higher education, and then you see on the right hand side is the information that you'd find contained within the citation itself